Beyond right and wrong, beyond right and wrong, there is a field. I'll meet you there. Anyone knows who said that? Rumi. And my topic is about duality. Anyone understand and knows this word duality? Few. Okay. What does duality means? And I think if you would be able to understand this, and this has had a big impact on my life, if you understand duality, it changes everything in your life. We live in a world where we want happiness, singularity, we want happiness, we want to be happy. But if you look at duality, you cannot be happy if you have never been sad. That's duality. People who are happy but also were sad. People who are successful were also a failure. If there is a sun, a bright light, daylight, you have a night. Lao Tzu has a beautiful quote. If you find something beautiful, consequently the other things become ugly. That's the duality. And I'll give you some examples. And as I said in the beginning, beyond right and wrong, there is a field. Many years ago, and I've shared this, that I have lived a lot of time in the Indian village, where things were completely opposite to the cities. One of the things was, if there was a thief in the village, the villagers would actually go and embrace the thief inside the community. And I used to tell them, no, you should report them to the police. You should take the thief and report to the police. But what I realized was villagers had much more wisdom than what I had, because I had always lived in the city. What villagers used to tell me, if we have thief, then if you add police. When you have police, then you need lawyers. When you have lawyers, you need judges. Then you need this courtroom, high courtroom, supreme courtroom. Then you need a parliament. All just because there's a thief. You take the thief out, the whole economy drops. And I used to wonder, how did they actually come up with this? The duality is, police need thief to survive. The moment there are less thieves, there is less police, so they lose their jobs. Less thieves, less jobs for the lawyers, less judges. That's the duality of the world. Hospital needs more patients. Medicine companies, more people, sickness. That's the duality. The patient may or may not be needing the doctor, but doctor really needs the patient, because otherwise the doctor doesn't earn anything. Everywhere we see there is a duality. And we think, no, if I'm healthy, it's fine. But maybe the medicine side effects would also create a duality in you, that you again go back to the doctor. The school and university in New Zealand needs students more than the student needs university. Duality. And many students I've seen, it's very hard to get jobs in New Zealand. But the university is more focused on get the students. Ultimately, there's a big business around it. Now, duality is everywhere around us. We think that we will be on one side of duality. It could be happiness, it could be peace, it could be success, and then we don't need the other side. We don't need failure, we don't need unnecessary crime, we don't need problems in our life. But the reality is that life itself is dual. If you want happiness, you will also have sadness. Because otherwise, there is no way that you will know that you're happy. As we were discussing, that many of us are migrants. We have seen in our countries duality to an extreme extent. Poverty and richness to an extreme extent. Whereas when you come to many countries, the duality is not that extreme, it's much lesser. But does that mean people are happy? We need duality as a human being to have what we want. Otherwise, if you don't know the lack of it, there is no point of having it. Any goal that you create, or I create, comes from that space that I don't have it. And that goal will make me happy, satisfied. I'll be flying over the moon. But have you ever realized that the lack of what you have, and when you even get that goal, nothing changes in our lives? You wanted that job, you wanted that house, you wanted that much money. You got all that, but the lack keeps growing. Because as this lack will grow, you will grow on the other side. So the idea of that your life will be fulfilled is an illusion. The more fulfilled you are, the more empty you become. That's the duality of life. And it took me a long time to understand that I achieved so much, but the more I achieved, the more empty I felt. Something was missing. I wanted to fill that up. Only to realize that this missing piece was the reason for my success. That's the real duality. So from today, if you could just take this, appreciate the duality between what is right, between what is wrong. There is a field. I'll meet you there.